Live at the painting table. So good evening or good morning. Actually, it's afternoon for me. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is for you. I am sorry, my phone is just acting up. There we go. Not my phone, but the stand is. So good afternoon. Good to see you. Just going to get a good view here. Hello, hello. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I'm just adjusting my camera. Okay, I think we got a good view there. Good afternoon. How are you doing? Okay, we got an arm. Hello to Cyrus. How are you doing? Good to see you. Good afternoon, 28906. Good to see you. How are you doing this afternoon? Good to see you. We are painting. I'm working on one of the arms here of Realborn Jackson. And oh my goodness, he is looking so cute. So I thought I would hang out with you guys this afternoon and paint. It is currently, I don't know what time it is actually. We are in Cleveland, Ohio. And I'm assuming it's like 1 o'clock or something like that. I'll have to check. Where are you guys from? If you're just joining this live stream, tell me where you are from. What time is it where you're at? Alrighty. Okay. We are just about done. Oh, yeah, I am curious what time it is. God knows what time it is. It's close to bedtime for me soon. 1:56 p.m. It is 39 degrees. Oh my goodness. 39 degrees. Yeah, it is like 20. No, it's 30 degrees. You're 9 degrees warmer than us. So it's been snowing all morning long. It actually looked really beautiful, beautiful. But you know, I hate driving in it. But been lucky the last couple days that it hasn't been too bad, so that I can drive to work. I hate driving in snow. So if you know me, I love snow, but I hate it. It's a love-hate relationship with the snow. But it definitely looks Christmassy. We have a chance for a white Christmas. So have you gotten all your Christmas shopping done? I haven't. I made it my goal. I remember I told myself the whole year, I was like, go shopping, pick this up for this person, pick this up for that person. And I didn't. And now we're at the last minute crunch. And I hate that. I totally hate that. Let's see. 102. Oh my gosh. Wow, that's hot. Hot. Wow, it's hot where you're at. It's 1:57 p.m. for you. So we're pretty much on the same time zone. It's only ever snowed once here. Oh my goodness. I guess in that case you're pretty lucky there. Yeah. I don't mind the snow. It's actually really pretty. Bubby, our kitty, was laying in his little cat bed by the window. It's on the window. And it was snowing, and it was beautiful. It was like a really pretty scenic view outside. Plus, the cat in the window was even more of. I should have taken a picture of it, of him in the window and looking out at the snow. And so you can see me. Sorry, I gotta pull forward. So we are on the second layer of Mr. Jackson here. Yeah, Realborn Jackson. This one will be a boy. He will have a unique hair painting. I haven't done a unique hair painting in a long time. So he'll have like a double colic, and it'll look so adorable. Oh, your dogs love the snow? Aw. Aw. Bubby, actually, when I went to go check the mail, he was an outdoor kitty. We recently trying to make him into an indoor kitty, just because of, the health risks of, we've got a lot of cats on this street and he likes to get in fights with other cats, and we don't want that to happen again. It poses health risks to him, so we're keeping him indoors. But he was wanting to jump outside in the snow. It would have been really cute, kind of like really cute to see him jumping around in the snow. And like, no, you're not going out in the snow. But yeah, he would have. He's just waiting for every chance he can get to go outside. So, hello, everybody. Good to see you. I am Jen Len of Creative Newborns. Welcome to my live stream. If you're new here, I make the art dolls, vinyl, realistic, hyper-realistic art dolls, also known as reborn babies. We're working on Realborn Jackson. And let me show you his face. He's really cute. Now we're working on the legs. Oh my goodness. Isn't that adorable? Oh my gosh, he is so cute. He almost looks a little bit like my grandson. It just reminds me of my grandson a little bit when he was a newborn. So he's going to have some really cute hair. And he will be he may be a no-bake baby. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what type of varnish I'm going to use on him in the end. So yeah. No, that's how it is. Outdoor cats, and then this big orange cat attack. Oh, that might have been Bubba. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, our cat is a big orange kitty, and that's our Bubby. And he, yeah, we have this one cat coming around. It's a cat with a little. He's got a little diamond nose. He's got a cute little white nose on him. But Bubby doesn't like any cats in the yard. So he's like very, very, very overprotective over the yard. Look at this feet. Isn't it so cute? I happen to like the Realborn Jackson's limbs. They're okay. They're pretty cute. Normally I don't like Realborn limbs. So if you're just joining, welcome, welcome. Like I said, I have an idea that I want to just kind of lightly paint a doll. I want to do a baby with signatures on it. I think that would be so much fun for my subscribers to put their signatures on one of my reborn dolls. Like I'll make a doll and just like write your name on the doll. That would be so much fun to collect a bunch of signatures. I think that would be neat. So I want to figure out which doll I want to use for that. Eat the cat food. Yeah, I told my husband to stop putting out cat food. And he's like, we don't want another. If you don't want another cat, stop putting out the cat food. It's like, don't do it. There is a cat that is Bubba's actual sister. And she still belongs. Bubby's a rescue from down the street. Our neighbors have lots of cats that they don't take care of. And so they abandoned Bubby, and he did not want to live there anymore, and he wanted to live with us. And then we just kept on avoiding him for a couple of years. It's been like an ongoing relationship for a couple of years there before we realized, you know what, they're not interested in him. He's a gorgeous 15-pound orange cat. He's a big boy. But the neighbors, I keep taking them back. They don't seem interested. They don't even care. Like, you can keep them type attitude, you know. So one day Mark was like, how about we go to PetSmart and pick up Bubby a bed and pick him up a cat bowl and pick him up stuff to live here. And they're like, oh, wow, he can live here? And I got so excited. His sister wants to live here now, but she's got a lot of issues, medical issues, a lot of health issues going on. And we just got done paying $3,000 for Bubby because Bubby was quite sick because of that cat fight. We can't afford to take his sister to the vet and see what's going on with her. And we were thinking about taking her in, but we're praying, hoping and praying the neighbors did a right thing and let her back into their house, because she seemed like same situation with Bubby, like she just didn't want to live there. She wanted to live here, and I felt I was so heartbroken. We named her. We don't know what they named her. We don't know her name. We do know that Bubba, that is his actual name that the neighbors down the street named him. But we called her Jinxie. And I was so devastated, but I just don't have the money. She's very ill. And to try to talk to the neighbor about it, they just don't care. All I can do is hope and pray that she is okay. I feel really sad. But yeah, we don't have the money. We're still paying on his vet bills, so vet bills are just as much as human bills, let me tell you. It's a lot of money. Okay. Look at his feet. They're getting nice and pink. Yeah, people can be mean, yeah. Yep, they can be. So I'll be periodically looking up at chat. If you have any questions about reborn dolls, art dolls, I'll be looking up at the chat, and I'll be happy to answer any questions you may have. It is a nice, quiet, cozy day, and I just wanted to get some painting done. I wish I was a speed painter. And then it's time for me to go to bed for work. I am a third shifter. I work third shift at my regular job. So this is like the time in the afternoon I get a chance to paint. Today is Wednesday. Am I right? Or is it Thursday? Gosh, I don't even know what time. Is it Thursday? When you're on third shift, you don't even know what day it is. Let me look it up. It is Thursday. Happy Thursday to you. Let me put this on live chat rather than top chat. That way, live chat, we definitely get the latest chat coming in. Don't have any questions because I can't get realistic baby dolls yet, because I was at, when you were at live, and you have to be 18. I'm 11. Yes, you have to be 18 to purchase a doll. I think you have to be 18 to purchase anything online, but welcome, welcome. I am glad you enjoy my content here. It is relaxing. I love watching other artists go live and paint reborns. It's very relaxing, and a lot of it's educational. I pick up a lot of new ideas from other artists. I'm like, hey, yeah, that's an idea I never thought of before. And so, yeah, I love watching other artists paint and stuff. And then there's a few other people that I watch on live stream. It's kind of cool. I like how YouTube has incorporated, like the TikTok style live streams such as this. And you can watch other, like if you scroll away from my video, of course, you'll see other people on their live streams doing different things, which is kind of neat. It's kind of like peeking in on a day's life of what someone is doing, which I think is pretty cool. Oh, you paint and you draw? That is awesome. How awesome. Oh, and I didn't introduce today's baby. Baby Alex is today's baby. He is the baby of the day. And he's got his Christmas outfit and he's holding a little Christmas ornament there. So that's Alex. So towards the end of the live stream, we will have a closer look at him. So I always bring a baby in here with me while we paint so you can look at him. And yeah, he's totally adorable. I love him. That is not cool. It is cool. I'm going to have to disagree. Bro, I'm going to disagree with you, bro. It is cool. It's a hobby, and we love it. It's just another hobby, and it is cool. I say it is, and a lot of people who hang out with me say it is, so we love it. But thank you for your comment there. Hope you're having a wonderful day there, bro. A wonderful afternoon. Yes, I got a leg in my hand if you're just scrolling in. Yes, I do. It is just a doll leg. It's just like a doll leg. That's all it is. Wait till he is done. He's going to look so cute. This kit, I don't believe I have reborn or painted this kit yet. He is going to look so cute. Plus, he's going to have a double colic in his hair painting. It's going to be really special. I think it's going to be really cute. Right now I'm doing, technically this is kind of like a primer layer is what I'm doing. It's actual paint. This is paint, and after I do the blue undertones, I do kind of like the primer layer paint. And so this right here is like a base layer. And after this will be some mottling. Do some mottling, and then after some mottling, then we're going to work on blushing. Then we're going to work on defining the blushing color. My cat is just acting. What? You can't. Mama's on live stream. I was just talking about you. Beating up all the kitties in the neighborhood that come in our yard. Yeah, he's a gentle, loving cat, but yet if another cat comes into our yard, better watch out, because yeah, he will shoo them out of the yard. If they don't leave the yard, then yeah, they're in trouble. I know, he's nudging me. He wants on my lap. He wants to lay in my lap. Yeah, Mama's painting. Don't you dare jump on the table while I'm painting. He's done that in several live streams. So that was the day. It was funny because like the last day that I was out in my painting studio, there he goes. See, he's up there. He wants attention. Bubba, no. Bubby, no. You say hi to the audience. Come here. Say hi to the people. Say hi to the people. You have to come down. You have to come down. I'm sorry. You have to come down. I know. You'll get attention later. You'll get attention later. I promise you. And yeah, no. See, this is why I moved my studio. See, this is why I moved my room in here. So that I can close the door. I'm going to have to close them out of here. Excuse me. We got to get the kitty to come out of here. Come on. Come on, Bubs. Come on, boy. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on. Hurry up. Hurry up. No. 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 Come on. Come on. Thank you. Come on over here. Over here. Thank you. Sorry, I gotta shut you out of here for now. Bye. I love you. Bye. Okay. Sorry about that. But this is why I moved rooms. For that reason, there are days he gets extremely needy. Let's see. I also like cooking. Made yeast rolls with my mom last night. Oh, that is awesome. You're going to be a good cook. My daughter loves to cook too. She makes, what kind of bread is it? Sourdough bread. She loves making her bread. So, sorry for that little inconvenience there with the cat. He made his appearance, but I'm glad I have a door in here now. I can shut him out of here. Whew. And that's a cool thing that I can like shut the door and he can't get in here to bother my stuff because he likes to do that, especially when I'm working on something. He just wants all my attention. And I said, well, wait till we go night-night for work and then you can hang out with me there. He's like, but Mama, it's time for bed. And oh, he ran away, never to be seen again. Aw. Yeah, I am so sorry to hear about your kitty that ran away. Aw, I'm sorry. Welcome to my live stream. If you're just joining, I am Jen Len of Creative Newborns. I've been making hyper-realistic vinyl art dolls just like what I'm doing right now for 21 years now. We are in Cleveland, Ohio. It is currently like 30 degrees outside. It was snowing. It's beautiful out actually. And yeah. Just got up from my morning nap. So I come home from work and I take a morning nap because I can't just go right into working on painting. After getting home from work, it's like I'm exhausted. And then I just need a 2-hour nap and I'm good to go. And then I get up and get stuff done around the house, get some reborn work done, get some YouTubing with you guys done, which I love, absolutely look forward to doing. With you guys, hanging out with you guys. So it's going to be a busy weekend. I won't be doing any reborn work this weekend because this weekend is wrapping Christmas gifts and getting 2 reborn dolls ready to go home. So we get 2 babies ready to go home. Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate you. Well, I guess everybody must be out and about today because normally we got a pretty good crowd in the afternoon. How long has it been? We've only been on 23 minutes, so everybody could probably just show up in the next 20 minutes. But welcome, welcome. Okay. I do apologize for yawning. So like I said, this is kind of like a base coat type primer. It's not primer, it's just I use it as a primer for the next several layers of paints. This one, of course, will be a Caucasian baby, and I can't wait to get back to work on my ethnic baby. I think that one's going to be for the Kansas Doll Show. She's looking very cute, and I'm hoping I get it right with her hair painting and rooting. There she is. Hey, Kathy. Hi, Jen. Have to leave soon, but just wanted to say hi. Hey, Kathy. Your baby is going to get packed up over the weekend. We got to pack 2 babies up over the weekend. So that is going to be so much fun. So we got 2 babies to pack up. We've got some Christmas gift wrapping to do. I've got lots and lots lots and lots of things to do as far as packing things and wrapping things, and it's going to be fun. So I want to try to get as much reborn work as I can in before this weekend, because that's what I'm going to be doing this weekend. And I'm not even done with my Christmas shopping. Not even done. Cannot wait. He is adorable. Let me tell you, picked a good kit. Alessandro is cute. I remember when I first unboxed him, when you sent him to me, I was like, man, that's a big kit. He's way bigger than I thought. And there is an awake version available, I think. I don't think he's sold out, but just so you know, heads up. There's an awake version as well in case you're interested in having him done as well. I thought about it, but then I'm like, no, there's something kind of funny about that. Even the reborn version, to be honest. I decided no, because it was going to be for the Kansas Doll Show anyways, but I have 2 Gracie May Awakes coming. So those are shipping out right from Laura Lee Eagle's website. So the invoice came in, I paid it, and I got 2 Gracie Mays coming in, the Awake versions. And that's going to be so exciting. And then if you hadn't heard, so Kansas Doll Show, I signed up for Marita Winter's sculpting class. I'm so excited because there could be a possibility that maybe one day I might like sculpting. If I like it, heck, I'll be sculpting and selling my sculpts. I think that'll be fun. We don't know. We'll see. I did like it. I did sculpt 2 mini babies before, and it was a lot of fun. I just kind of didn't go back into doing it. But I think it's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of information, and now come home with my own sculpted baby. I can't wait to see what my own sculpted baby is going to look like. All right, that's this leg. That is done. Well, whatever you're doing today, Kathy, I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much for stopping in and seeing me. Thank you, thank you. Yes, he is big, but he is adorable. I'm going to say the sleeping version is better than, from what I've seen online, the awake version. I don't know. I was about to order the awake version, but I decided not to, which probably I'll regret. But I got 2 Gracie Mays coming in, so I got a Gracie May that's one's going to the doll show, one is probably for me, and I got a couple other kits that are sort of picked out for the lineup for the Kansas Doll Show. So I've got 2 of these dolls that I'm making right now. They'll be available to the public. One is a Marita Winter Sculpt, one is a Realborn. And then once they are done and sold, then we're going to kick it in high gear with the Kansas Doll Show babies. Yeah, me neither. And there was a prototype that was, it looked like, oh, I got to get this baby. But then I saw other prototypes of this doll, and I was like, no, no, because I have, yeah. So I think the sleeping version is perfect. It's very adorable. So, and yours came out really nice, despite his little scratch on his hand. Actually, it looks like eczema, which whenever a mistake happens, you can turn it into a birthmark. You can turn it into eczema. You can turn it into a scratch, and it's like a realistic scratch, like he's scratched his little hand, and it's not noticeable. And his finger, like I said, where his finger is, you can't even notice it because you can't even look at his finger in that way because the way it's bent. But other than that, his varnishing came out really, really nice. So he has some nice Genesis matte varnish. So he is sealed with the heat set, and his hair came out really wonderful, and he's got the lovely heat set matte varnish, plus he's got the thick medium. So he's just, I'll have to have a cuddle with him before I box him up. Always got to have a cuddle and a goodbye for the babies. Believe it or not, it's almost like you kind of get attached to them when they're in your nursery, before you put them in a box and send them off. It's like, oh, I'll miss you. I've seen you for so many months in my nursery hanging on my wall. Now you're not hanging up on my wall no more. Now you're in a bassinet. Now you're not going to be in that bassinet no more. Now you're going to be home with your mommy. He's got some cute pink toes, and the camera's not picking it up, but he's got some cute pink feet. Thank you again. We got 20 people and 22 likes. Thank you. Thank you. I tend to like sleepers. Yeah, me too. They definitely, especially if you go out with them, they definitely pass more for a real baby. If that's, like what you're going for, a Realborn, a realistic baby, which I haven't done in a long time. Mark and I was just talking about that on last live stream. How we haven't done a reborn reaction video in a long, long time, just because we're just so busy with kids. When you have adult kids, let me tell you, when you have adult kids, that doesn't mean you stop being a mom. You're still a mom to your kids, especially when your baby has a baby, and then you're helping them out with their baby. I got to spend some time with my grandson the other day. It was so nice. And we had a relaxing morning together. So I got grandma duty too now, so it's kind of hard to, it feels like time, like there's just not enough time for everything. I mean, especially with the reborn dolls, but I'm making pretty good progress with the little bit of time I get to spend every day with painting, and then I gotta go back to reality. I love, this is like my relaxing part of the day is painting. Then reality hits, and I got to go back to taking care of the house and taking care of whatever needs to be taken care of before I get ready for work and go to bed for work. So yeah, I'm very lucky I got used to being on third shift again. It is nice and relaxing on third shift. I almost was contemplating, I was supposed to go back to first. The reason I went to third was because Mark's cancer treatment. I only went to third so that I can be home during the day while he had all his appointments, and I'd go with him. Now that that's done with, now I like it. Now I like it to the point of I don't want to go back. It's like, first shift, what? What's that? So I'm just going to hang around on third for a while and see what happens. It's nice to have the afternoon with you guys too. Absolutely love having the afternoons with you guys. My mom used to say, the bigger the kids, the busier you are. Yeah, it actually, that is true. It's almost like we're real busy because, like, especially Mark, because they'll text him. My two boys aren't driving yet, so they'll text him and they're like, "Are you doing anything?" And they're like, "We need a ride somewhere." So Mark loves going out and doing his errands during the day, and then he'll see if the boys need anything during the day. If my one doesn't have school, he's going to be on Christmas break soon. And then my other son works with me, so it is nice to work with your children. It's just definitely a strange, different, good thing. that my son goes to work with me. And once he gets his career, this is his job until he gets his career. But when he leaves, I hope he doesn't. He may like it and stay. I'll miss him terribly. I'm like, no, you're my coworker. So that would have been cool if I got to work with my mom. And my mom worked in the medical industry as well. Hello, Tammy's Tots, Reborns. How are you? Good afternoon. How are you today? It is a slow day today. We only got 30 people, but that's okay. It's relaxing. We don't have like a busy chat going on, which is nice. Nice, relaxing, non-busy chat. Technically, if I wanted a non-busy live stream, I would just put it in landscape mode. Yeah. So like regular live streams are not the same as these ones, because these ones are kind of like the TikTok ones where random strangers can come in and hang out with you, which is nice. I think that's a cool feature because of the fact that there are people who never heard of these dolls, and then they discover them through me. It's an honor. It's like, oh my gosh, it was me that was sitting here painting, and somebody scrolled on in and they're like, oh, what's this? And then they fell in love with the art of making these hyper realistic dolls. Hello, hello. There's one of our members. Hey, Maya, how are you doing? I have two adult daughters, and we all work together at the oldest daughter's home daycare. That is so neat. Isn't it neat working with your kids? Yeah, we both work. We're in the medical field, me and my son. And he is doing so well. Let me tell you. I told him if he stays where we're working, he'll probably get a higher up position. He's very smart. He graduated at the top of his class, so I'm very proud of him. His attendance he is more disciplined than me, let me tell you. Because of him, I've been nearly making it to work. My attendance has pretty much gotten almost perfect. He's a really good coworker. And so far, he likes the job. He does plan to go to college for HVAC, it's called, heating and air. It's fun. Never thought of that. Isn't that funny? I never thought. If you would have asked me like 10 years ago, if you would have told me 10 years ago, you're going to go to work with one of your children. Like, actually, a couple of my children work there. They're on the first shift. I'm on third. So we all work for the same company. And they are a lovely company. And it was fun working with my other two children during the day, but then I was like, well, I got to go to third shift, and they were kind of bummed out. But now it's like I want to go back to first just to see my children, but at the same time, I'm really enjoying this. I get a whole lab to myself. I get that whole room to myself. I was like, yes. Let's see. I'm starting to feel better. This cold needs to go away. Yeah, I am so glad that I've been praying for you to feel better. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I had the chills last night. When I woke up for work, I just could not get warm. I took a hot shower, I think, and our hot water tank is going because the water kept going cold. I'm like, I think our hot water tank is going. So I'm gonna get that replaced if it'll hold out till spring. We gotta get that replaced. The joys of owning a home, you know. And Maya says, yes, I love it. Isn't that awesome? That is awesome. And I'm glad you're feeling better, Tammy. Just curious, have you heard of Virginia Turner? No, I have not. What type of dolls are they? I think you are doing a real cool job. I hope you and your family have a wonderful Christmas. Have a blessed weekend. Thank you, Sabrina. Oh my gosh, thank you. Aw, thank you. I hope you guys have a blessed and Merry Christmas as well, too. Thank you for that. How do you do the heat set on the babies? So the only heat setting I do is the Genesis heat set matte varnish. That's the only heat set that I do. This is air dry. So this is golden paints. This is air dry acrylic. And these are like, it is air dries. But I do, and the cool thing is you can do the Genesis heat set matte varnish over this, which is awesome. Awesome, awesome. Probably just like anything else, you would just paint. I haven't painted with that paint in a long time. I do still have Genesis paints and thinners and all that. And just because I don't paint with them, don't mean I'm getting rid of it. So I think there are going to be a day where I go back downstairs, because that's where it's like most ventilated down there, and paint a baby with some Genesis and see how I like it. The only reason I don't paint with Genesis is because I'm very, very, what's it called? I'm very sensitive to chemicals. Therefore, the thinners that you have to use to thin the paints out makes me very ill. So I have to wear a respirator mask type thing whenever I'm using anything that has to do with thinners, mineral spirits, that kind of thing. So I have to wear one of those respirator masks. I call it my Darth Vader mask, which is fine. Actually, I've been wearing it while I put parts in the oven, especially taking parts out of the oven. I make sure I'm wearing that because that's chemicals coming out, even though it's very well ventilated down there. It's still in your face once you open up that oven. It's in your face. So I suggest if anybody else does heat set, wear a chemical mask. Wear one of those masks and you'll be okay. After a while, that vinyl stinks if it's in your home. Technically, I had it out in the garage, but it's during the wintertime, it's so inconvenient to go out to the garage. We have a detached garage, which means our garage is in the backyard. It's not I wish we had an attached garage to the house. That would be cool. So yeah, I know I explained the long explanation, but yeah, I do use the heat set varnish. I still have a good stash left of it, which I'm glad. And once that's done and over with, then I may move on to Irresistible's heat set matte varnish. I heard they're pretty good, so I do have the thick medium, and I want to try that and see how well that does. But the beauty of air dry paints is the fact that you can just go over and over and over, like layer upon layer upon layer, and not worry about baking it, because baking, oh my gosh, and that's another reason why I don't use heat set paints, is because like every 2 layers, you got to put it in the oven and bake it, because if you go past a certain amount of layers, then you're going to start muddying up your paint and what you've done. You're going to start ruining it. So therefore, I think it's pretty much suggested that like every 2 layers you bake and cure it, and then you got to let it cool down and So that's another reason. I can just keep going over and over and over. That's why I think it should take me less time to. You would think that it would take me less time to paint a reborn using air dry, but actually, I don't know why it takes so long to paint, but I do. I'm just real meticulous about it, just making sure everything is covered well. So what I'm doing is a second layer over the blue undertones. And this is kind of like the primer layer. I call it the primer layer, even though it paints. This is kind of like, so this is just actual paint and water. So there is no medium in it. But then as I go on with the layers and I start using medium to get the paint to flow much better. So you never stop learning. I've been doing this 21 years and I'm learning different mediums. Right now, this golden medium works pretty well, so I'll use this. So I'll start using those. And I'm not sure if I'm going to use it for the mottling layer. That's something I may try. Who knows? So sorry for the long answer there. I tend to give long answers. Hello, Olivia. How are you doing? Good to see you. And then you cure it for about 8 minutes at, I don't know what the temp is, but the setting is 6 on a new wave oven. So if you have a new wave oven, it's setting 6 for 8 minutes, and then you do both sides. It's like you're cooking an actual, like you're cooking it. You got to make sure both sides are cured. Let's see, she made vinyls. Her place was in Heltonville in southern Indiana. Oh, she made vinyls? Oh, awesome. Is it vinyl doll or like baby dolls or the entire for my mom while blasting music because she is in let's see. Oh, I deep cleaned the entire house for my mom. Oh, that's so sweet of you. While blasting music because she is in a restaurant. Gotcha. Oh, that's so sweet of you to clean the house for your mom. That is so awesome. I work on 3 kits at the same time while the other one is cooling. I am working on another kit. That's true, Tammy. If you want to know anything related to heat set, you do. So I'm assuming you use Genesis heat set paints. Ask Tammy. She knows. I'm all alone at home. I don't want to sleep, but I don't want to stay up. So I wouldn't hate myself in the morning. I know how you are feeling, Olivia. If I get up after my morning nap and then I decide to go back to bed, which sometimes happens, and I think some days that you just need to take a little break, and sometimes I'll just get up for like a good half hour, get myself probably something to eat, and maybe get a little bit of things done, but sometimes it just goes right back to bed. There have been days where I went right back to bed, and there are days where like I felt like it was justified. Like I need a whole day off and I want to just get back into bed and curl up with a movie on YouTube. So mainly my TV is now YouTube. I watch everything YouTube. So I do YouTube myself and then I watch YouTube. But I'll curl up with my phone, which technology is awesome in that way to where you can curl up with your phone and put on a good movie. There's a lot of good free movies out there. And just lay in bed and watch some movies until you fall asleep. And that's what I do. But then there are days where I just turn around and go right back to bed and I sleep. And then guess what? I feel so guilty because I slept the day away, especially if it's on the weekend. Oh my gosh. I slept the day away and it's like I didn't get nothing accomplished and it makes you feel so horrible. Like, what did I just do? I did nothing. I just slept the whole day away. Why did I do that? But sometimes your body is telling you, hey, we need sleep. You go back to sleep. The wonderful thing is I normally have good dreams. And lately I've been having some good dreams lately in my 2-hour naps. So I must be getting some good sleep if I'm dreaming in those 2 hours that I am napping. So yeah, I get my 2 hour nap in the morning. I get up at around, so my goal is to get up at 10 a.m., but lately I've been getting up at noon. So I got up not too long ago. That's why you're always seeing me in pajamas. So when I'm at home, I live in my pajamas at home. And then of course, when I'm going to work, then I wear my work clothes. But yeah, but if I get things accomplished, I feel so happy, like so awesome. I'm like, yes, I got something accomplished. Now I can feel better about myself. I feel better that something is done. So just love that feeling. So maybe I'll try to get some painting in the weekend, but I gotta start wrapping gifts. I gotta start packing babies. Lots to do. 265 degrees for 8 minutes. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you for answering those questions. I use a new wave oven and it's setting 6 for 8 minutes. And I only do Genesis heat set matte varnish over acrylic air dry paints. Somebody came into my live chat and said the opposite. They said they paint with Genesis heat set paints and then they varnish it with air dry. That's interesting. So it's the opposite of what I do. So I found that very, very interesting. But I figured if you're going to paint with Genesis heat set paints, you might as well go all the way and varnish it with the Genesis as well. But they, I think they like the, because they were suggesting a certain varnish for me to use, because they use the heat set paints, but then they like to varnish with the air dry varnish. Thank you for that information. So if you have any questions about painting with the paints, ask Tammy. She knows. I used to paint with Genesis, like I said, all the time. And then when I was passing out, I used to pass out. I literally would pass out from it and wouldn't know why. And then I figured out it was the thinners that was just making me nauseous. And so now I can actually paint, but I have to wear that respirator to do it. So, and that's no fun. And I don't like baking every 2 layers. How many layers, Tammy? Can you tell me how many layers do you do before you bake? She had a factory and sold them from her store. It was all over on her property. Oh, that's interesting. Groovy Grammy. I love that name. That's cool. I also clean my mom's. Wow, Olivia, how sweet of you. My goodness, that is so sweet of you. I took a nap today. I got some cleaning done, wore myself out, so I took a nap. Well, it's a good way to wear yourself out and take a nap after cleaning. It feels good when you get some cleaning done, and now you know you have a clean space, and you have to worry about waking up and doing dishes or anything, or clean, in my case, clean the litter box. Get down there and get that litter sifted for the day. Let's see, I wish I could have do all that if school didn't exist. Oh, I know. Aw, I wish I didn't have to go to work. This is what I would be doing. In fact, this is what I did for a living when I was a stay-at-home mom. I was very blessed to discover Reborn dolls when I was a stay-at-home mom. My daughter was just a few months old at the time, the daughter that's now a mommy. So at the time, she was pretty much an infant when I discovered Reborn dolls, and that was in 2003. And it was like God throwing me like just on my lap a job, like, here you go, here's a job for you to do while you are a stay-at-home mommy. And I'm like, this is perfect. Perfect, because my daughter and my other daughter and her husband want to, they plan to try to start a family soon. So I think she just got a certificate in something, I forgot what it was, that she can do from home. So she's very smart. She's got something lined up so that she can work from home in case she has a family sooner than later. But they're at that stage where they want to start having me some more grandbabies. So yes, the more grandbabies, the better. I use the New Wave too, but mine has a temp guide. I use the air dry varnish because I like it better. Yeah, I honestly do like it better. But the soft touch air dry varnish is good too. It's a good durable varnish as well. And then there is, I forgot her name. Oh man, I keep forgetting her name. This lady that has been painting ethnic babies, and I've learned some hints and tricks from her. Um, she has a different way of using air dry. So I got a lot of test parts that I can test her theory out. I want to test out, like, she primes her kits with this stuff mixed in water. She thins this out. So she takes this and she thins it out. I only bought it because I wanted to try it out because other artists use this as well. She primes her kits with this, and then she says she seals her kits with this Liquitex as well. So I'm going to take a test kit, and that's what Bountiful Baby kits are beautiful for. They're wonderful. If you're interested in painting a reborn doll, I'm so glad. I don't know what I would do without Bountiful Baby, but they're kits that are, that are on sale for like $30. You can pick up a kit and you can use that as your test kit, and you can test out different things. So, and I got a hair in my eye. No fun. You can test out different things. So I have a test kit ready to go to try out that theory of hers with using that as both a primer and a sealer. We'll see how that works. Obviously, my sealers are either the air dry varnish or the heat set. Let's see. What's terrible? KFC Farms. Hey, KFC. What's terrible? The dolls? I found the heat set varnish left my doll shiny sometimes, so I switched to air dry. No more shiny. Oh, you're the one. Am I talking about you? Okay, so you're the one that switched that does the air dry. Oh, gotcha. You know what the trick for that is? To do if you do heat set varnish, AK, try the AK varnish over the spots that are shiny. It'll take it right away. So you're the person I was talking about. Hello, everyone. What are you working on today? Hello, Outlaw Creative Junior. How is it going? I like your name. I'm working on Realborn Jackson today. We just finished a leg. And I'm going to show you his face. And we are working on, we're working on Marita Winter's one as well. I got 2 babies I am currently working on. You do plan to sell to the public. This one's Realborn Jackson. So now that I finished that layer of paint, he is ready for mottling. So he's going to get some mottling done, and then we're going to do some serious blushing on him. So we're working on him. He looks a little bit like my grandson as a newborn. I kid you not. He does. Let's see. Just talked to the doctor. I have infectious I can't pronounce it, aka kissing disease. Since it spreads through, haven't been able to eat all day. My throat hurts. Oh, I'm so sorry, Cyrus, for that. Is that called mono? Yeah, back in the day in the 80s, that was like that was a big thing, mono. I am sorry to hear about that. I hope you feel better, Cyrus. You're the one. I'm sorry, Tammy. I hope I wasn't just like, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I was just saying that. I've never heard of that before, of anybody painting with Genesis and then sealing with the air dry is just as good. I like the Genesis varnish better. So that's so funny. I'm sorry. But yeah, here's what I use for this here for air dry. I think, yeah, you were the one that told me in the comment section. I did screenshot it. You told me what varnish I think you use. This stuff is awesome. So this here is the Americano Deco Art, and this stuff is silky smooth. You pair it with this varnish here. This is a match made in heaven with both air dry and heat set varnishes. You pair these two together. These two right here. This varnish. Try this. You can get this on Amazon. Get this on Amazon and put this over any shiny spots, whether it be air dry varnish or the Genesis varnish. Try that out, and this stuff is magic. And I love this for my no bake babies. I think my no bake babies are, oh my goodness, they're so soft. I like the Genesis just a little bit better because I know I like the texture. It's just it's all about the texture. It makes it feel like a doll that is a resin doll. It's just that texture. I don't know what it is with the texture, but I like it. But I like the air dry as well because it's very soft and silky smooth. And this little guy here is probably going to be sealed with the air dry. So he'll probably most likely be a no bake baby. So he's going to have the double colic swirl in the back of his head, which means, you know how we all got that swirl? He's going to have a double one. So I haven't made a baby with two colics in a long time. One time I made a baby with a colic up front and then a colic in the back, which was pretty unique. So I haven't done anything unique in a while, and I need to do that. So this baby here this one would make a good ethnic baby. I'm like tempted to go ethnic with this one. Look at that face. Just that cute, the lips are just so adorable. This is a Merida Winners. I don't know offhand the name of the sculpt. I'll have to look in my stash of certificates. But this is a little one here. This is going to have a combi hair. So this one is going to have full-on hair painting. And then I'm going to hone in on combi hair skills. And I'm going to try to start the combi hair because I noticed like Shaylin Maxwell. Can't believe I finally remembered her name. Shaylin Maxwell is the one that does all the combi hair with her babies, and I think they look so incredibly realistic that way. So I'm going to try, but she starts hers like her combi hair like right in the middle and go forward. I am going to try to see what it looks like when I do the combi hair in the swirl. So I'm going to do it in the swirl and go forward. And then that way the baby will have the hair sticking up at the crown, which a lot of newborns have, which I think is really, really adorable. How they have a little bit of that hair sticking up on top. And then you got that hair on the sides. You don't see too much sticking out on the sides, but usually on top there's usually some hair. So her face is kind of bothering me. It needs to be, I need to put it in the oven and reshape it a little bit because her face looks like it's got a little bit smooshed in. And that can happen when you have kids sitting in a warehouse over time. Their little faces can get smooshed. But isn't she cute? She's really adorable. I have another one of these, and I think I might make that other one an ethnic baby. I think it would be like really super adorable. Okay, let me answer some questions. Let's see. What is her name? I found the heat set varnish left my dolls shiny. Sometimes I switch to air dry more and more shiny babies. Yeah, that's the worst thing. Like, shiny babies is no fun. Hello, everyone. What are you working? Okay, we already read that. Let me read what's new here. Reborn FX Air Dry Matte Varnish from McPherson's works on both heat set paint and air dry paint. Reborn FX Air. I have this. Let me see. I might have that. Okay, I got this. This is the sealer. I may seal my dolls with that. There's the sealer. Oh, I do have a primer. That's cool. I didn't even know I had a primer. Here is the primer. I don't even use this. I don't. I basically use paint as my primer. I haven't used it. I feel that I don't need it. And then I used some of this matting powder. Now I need to put it back in my little stash here. And then I made like a little thing here of some varnish with the matting powder. Matting powder works too. Works really well in the varnish. So this is all experimental stuff. This stuff right here. Ooh, so I scored me, guess how much this cost? I scored me a thick medium. This is Genesis. This was $77 just for this jar. So somebody was selling this on Facebook. Look how old that is. $77 for this jar of the thick medium. I also have the IRH. I have this thick medium as well that I'm going to try out. And if I like it, I think I can thin them. You can thin out the thick mediums. Am I correct on that? I think you can. How much is the pacifier? What do you mean? You want to buy a pacifier? I don't sell pacifiers, but it comes with the dolls. You know, let me put some more on this side here. Here's more pacifiers. I've got another one there with Bob Ross. Bob Ross is going to face you there. Let's see. Thank you so much, bro. Appreciate it. You're welcome. I have 3 daughters. That would be Faith, Stephanie, and Lauren. Let's see. I'm rooting a doll right now. My daughter's first reborn started turning blue, and I stripped it and repainted it. And first artist had put blue paint inside of the kit on its face. And oh yeah, that was a technique that we have done for the Behringer dolls, because the Behringer, the vinyls on those Behringer Berzuska dolls had. And the City Toy dolls, their vinyl was extremely orange. We used to put like purples or blues over it to make it to neutralize it. And yeah, that was a thing back then too, was to paint on the inside of the head, especially veining, like doing veining on the inside of the head. All right, we're gonna clean up here, and I'm gonna show you today's baby, and then we'll get going. So the beauty of these pallets, these are plastic pellets, is I don't have to clean it and I can throw it away. And for a couple bucks, I can get a stack of 50 of them. So I'm going to pitch this one out. That pallet had some good use. And then I never pour my paints down the drain. I pour my paints in a diaper. So any diapers that that I change out my dolls with, I repurpose them in pouring my paint. My dirty paint goes in a diaper. I know, that's strange. And that's what the diapers come in use for. And so it goes in the garbage. It doesn't go in the toilet, doesn't go in the drain or anything like that. Do you seal and matte varnish before rooting? Yes, I do. Yep, because the thick medium, as long as you put the thick medium on, I have found that the thick medium will not crack, or as long as it is cured properly, it shouldn't crack on you while rooting. We're going to find that out definitely on this one here when we do her top rooting. When we do her rooting, she's going to have painted hair, and then we're going to start at the swirl, and we're going to go forward with the rooting because I think that'll look really realistic. We'll find out. I'll let you know as I'm doing it because I haven't rooted on a varnished baby in a long time. But I used to do it all the time. I never really had issues. If I did have like white, you tend to get like white, like as the needle's going in, the holes, it has like that white varnishy. I always, it's like, if there's nothing you can do about it, then it looks like cradle cap. Never really had a big issue with it though, really. How much is a new jar if you can get the same brand? Which brand? Of what? You're working on creasing right now? Yeah, I should recrease Jackson there. But, oh my gosh, it's been over an hour. Holy moly, where has the time gone? It has been over an hour. Alrighty. Yeah, so that's what I was working on. Next up is going to be mottling. Today's Thursday, so I should be on tomorrow. And it's mottling day. So we got a clean brush here. Get these brushes here. Actually, we need to clean that. But it's all really neat how we all do different things. It's so unique, you know, like how somebody paints with Genesis and then matte with air dry, and then I paint with air dry and matte with Genesis. That's kind of neat how we like do things differently. It just makes us all so unique. You have to go, sorry. Thank you, Lacey, for being here. Thank you, Lacey. I matte varnish the kit before I root it. And you don't have any issues with that, right? Let's see. Outlaw, which jar? I've shown a couple jars. So the jar of the Genesis, that was $77 because it's they don't make it anymore. And then the IRS HP, the Irresistibles, I don't remember. I'm going to say it's like $20, $30. If you're talking about the Irresistibles, is what I paid for that. So we can clean up. Okay. And then we're on to a new adventure of mottling. Next is mottling, and I'll be doing that tomorrow. Oh, it was yes, it was $77, and it came from another country too. So it literally was like $80, 80 something if you counted all of the shipping and everything that she charged for it. But yeah, it is the Genesis. Okay, today's baby. Here we have baby Alex here. This is today's baby. I got him at the Kansas Doll Show a couple years ago. And I don't know who his artist is. I'll have to look up his paperwork for that. I didn't remember. I didn't memorize who his artist was. But this is the Ozzy sculpt by Priscilla Lopez. And he is just amazing. Actually, Bobby at Trueborns had reopened. I think they reopened another edition of this sculpt because this was a sold out sculpt, and I actually bought the sculpt, and I'm gonna reborn one either for myself or to sell. I'm not sure. I took a class at McPherson's craft store to make reborns, and I noticed other artists paint so different from how I was taught. But they all turned out beautiful. Isn't that amazing, Tammy? That is amazing how they just turn out so beautiful. Yeah, the Genesis, that was like, yeah, $80. That came from another, and it took forever. It took forever and ever and ever to get here. A lot of the Genesis products are now sold out due to the company no longer making the paints. Yes, so now there is no longer any Genesis products. So now what you will see this product here. So this is thick medium as well. So you'll see this on Irresistibles. I do want to try their matte varnish to see how I like it. But I'm pretty sure this is what I'm going to be switching to. Another brand of this is called Gemini. I think Bountiful Baby, if I'm correct. That's the Bountiful Baby brand, if I'm correct. So Gemini, it's called Gemini Heat Set Varnishes. So, I mean, I'm glad they were able to come up with varnishes to replace the Genesis, but nothing is exactly like the Genesis. Now, the Genesis is the brand that, well, we all got used to here. Yeah, so this right here is the thick medium, and I still have, that's a pretty big jar of it too there. So this is kind of older. So that'll last me a while because I still have Genesis. Let's see. Exactly is that? Well, I have some already up here. I have Genesis. I do the thick medium varnishing up here in this room. I do all of anything that has to do with thinners, I do in the basement studio. So I have one little table down there. I pretty much gave the whole basement to Mark, my hubby, so that he can utilize that space for his collection because he's got quite a collection himself. He collects anything from CDs to records. He collects Star Wars figures. He collects vintage toys from the 70s, like the Star Wars kind. And so he's got quite a big collection going on. So I said, you can have the basement, and except for I need this table still because I do my varnishing with the Genesis down there because that involves thinners. And my oven is right into the laundry room, so we got that ventilated down there. But even though you have a ventilated spot, make sure if you're using an oven, it would be best, and I found this for me, to wear a respirator mask and you're not breathing that in and no more headaches. So when I went to go put the Kathy's doll in the oven, which I was doing the curing process of the matte varnish and the thick medium, I wore that mask for the first time and it made a world of difference. World of difference. No headaches, no dizziness, and I'm happy. So, let's see. How about I buy one for you to sell? Let's see. How about buy one for you to sell and one for yourself? Buy one what? I was lucky my friend stopped painting Reborns and I bought all her paints. She is now only painting silicones. Oh. Yeah, I actually was going to dip my foot in the waters of Silicone World. I was seriously thinking about getting a cheaper silicone doll kit and trying my hand at it. And I don't know, for some reason, when I saw Gracie May, I'm like, no, I love this doll. Like, I've seen all the beautiful silicones, and I am not interested in silicone dolls. So therefore, I do have a silicone doll that is available for sale. I do have a silicone doll that I want to sell. I don't know. I just don't really interact. I don't like the way they feel like gummies. They feel like gummy candy. I don't know. They feel weird. These on the other end, they feel more like the resin dolls. No, they don't feel real. So, they don't have, it's just this varnish. I like this varnish, this finish. I do Lego as well as dolls. Oh, that is so neat. See, Legos are a hobby as well. See, we're talking all about hobbies here. Oh, okay, reborn doll. So what you meant for your, okay, how about I buy one for you to sell, and one for, you want to buy me a reborn doll? Is that what you're saying? You want to buy me a doll and then one for me to sell? That is nice and kind of you. That would be awesome. No one's ever offered to buy me a doll and one to sell, if that's what you mean. Thank you for that. I painted silicone. I painted one silicone so far. Entered um, I entered her in a contest at a doll show and won third place. I haven't bought my own paints yet, but would like to paint both silicone and reborns. Oh, that is awesome. Yeah, I have no interest whatsoever in silicones. Nope. So I will be introducing, showing my silicone doll that is for sale. I do have a silicone baby that is for sale. She's at a very good price. If she doesn't find a home before Kansas Doll Show, then she'll go to the Kansas Doll Show with me. So the one cool thing about selling reborns is I don't feel like in a rush to sell them. If they don't sell, then it's like, okay. I don't feel bad about it because it's like I know eventually they'll eventually get a home. Especially if I'm selling at the Kansas Doll Show, then I put them at a pretty good, reasonable price. So it's kind of like an unwritten rule that when you're selling babies, this one I got for, oh my gosh, a steal of a price because the rooting on this baby is phenomenal, just phenomenal. Is to price your dolls at a price where buyers can buy the dolls and they still have money to buy other dolls and buy other accessories and things like that, and they pay money to travel and everything. So yeah. Oh, let's see. Peekaboo. Somebody's giving a peekaboo emoji. That's cute. Thank you. No, I wish I had the money. Yeah. So that doll will probably be available at... oh, okay. Well, thank you. It's the thought that counts. Thank you. That's so sweet of you. Are there more baby dolls we could see? I will be showing them in my next live stream. We'll probably go in the doll room then, but for now it's 1 hour and 23 minutes, and I do got to get ready for bed. I am a third shifter, and so this is technically my bedtime. So I am going to get going. This is in my personal collection. This doll is not for sale. He is Alex, and he is part of my personal collection, so he's not for sale, but I do have a silicone doll that I am selling. And next live stream, I'll do a quick live stream and show all her details in case anybody is looking for a affordable silicone doll for Christmas. I will be showing her. When I started making reborns, I buy kits. I love that way they don't sell and don't mind keeping them in my collection. Yes. Let me show you my collection here. So there's my reborn doll kits right there. I turn the camera around, and as you can see, I have a stash of kits. Those are over the years of, that's 21 years of collecting doll kits. And that's not all of them. I have more of them in the basement, actually. That I gotta dig up. I do have a mini baby. I think it's Laura Lee Eagles. It's like one of those real mini babies. I do want to reborn for myself. They're called little pocket reborns, if you know what I'm talking about. And I want to take it to work, and yeah, that way I can take this doll with me everywhere I go and show an example of what a reborn looks like. Let's see. That would be a wonderful baby doll. Let's see. Okay, what is his name? So this little guy's name here, this is Alex. This is my Alex. And the silicone doll that I am selling is Nova Lee by Silicone Studios. She is a premium silicone doll. She's worth about $3,000. But I have her on a special for $1,500. So that's a pretty good deal for a silicone baby. And silicone babies are not cheap. Another thing about silicone dolls is like, I love how they feel, but at the same time, I don't. And it's the powders that you have to use on them to keep them from getting shiny. I hate those powders. I don't know what it is, but I hate the feel of it. I can't explain it. I can never, like, I don't know why. I just don't like it. So, alrighty, I am going to get some sleep. Thank you, Tammy. Again, I will have some good sleep. I am feeling good and sleepy. So, my circadian rhythm, if that's what they call it, is working just fine, which I'm happy. It means right now I'm starting to feel sleepy, which is good. It means bedtime. So, it's time for me to get ready for bed. I need to get up earlier so I can start getting more time with these babies. Such cute. Alex is a nice baby doll name. Thank you. Yep, this is my Alex, and he's so adorable, so stinking cute. So I want to thank you again for spending. Oh, Outlaw, thank you for the emojis. Those are adorable. Thank you for that. I want to thank you again so much for spending 1 hour and 26 minutes with me. You could have been doing anything else, but you decided to spend time with me. For that, I thank you so much. Thank you again to our top fans. Our top fans for today is Cyrus, is number 1. Congratulations. Number 2 is Olivia. Congratulations. And the third top fan today is KFC. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for being my top fans of today. And yeah. Can I make you a newborn baby, please? If you're looking for a reborn doll giveaway, we are having a giveaway once we hit 100K subscribers. And once we hit a little over 100K subscribers, then as my way of saying thank you for subscribing to my channel, I am going to be giving away a doll, not this one, a reborn. So it's a bit a ways away. We are just at the right at the tip of hitting 14K. We can do it. I know we can, but we'll do a giveaway then. So make sure you are subscribed. And like I said, I do plan to make a reborn and a signature reborn where you guys, my subscribers, so make sure you subscribe. My subscribers get to sign my reborn doll. So more details of that as I pick out a kit and pick out a correct paint or pen or whatever I can use to sign signature, put your name on the doll. So that is something I plan to do in the very near future. I think it's fun. It's kind of like something I found on TikTok where this guy was putting signing everyone's names on his car, which I thought was kind of cool. So I'm like, why not have a reborn doll with everybody's signatures and their names? I think that would be fun. I think that'd be a lot of fun. So if you're interested in that, make sure you are subscribed to my channel, and we're going to start taking names to have on the signature baby. So that's going to be fun. So, alrighty, guys. Thank you for joining me today. I love you so much. Thank you to the new subscribers of my channel. I see you. Thank you again, and thank you for spending time with me. I'm going to bed now. Happy reborning. Take care. Love you. Bye.